Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Elenna and I'm going to take you through some yoga today. If you haven't already, I would really love if you could hit the subscribe button. And if you do enjoy today's class, if you could hit the like button. Really helpful over here. Before we begin, we are going to use props today, so making sure you have a block or the equivalent. You might need two, but for sure one for today. Settling into your space, close your eyes. And start to notice your breath. Feel your body, just noticing how you feel today. And take a moment and choose a word, maybe set an intention, pick a mantra if that feels right for you, helping you to stay present and connected to your practice today. Let's begin. We're going to start today in butterfly, soles of the feet together. We're going to open the knees nice and wide. You might want to adjust your seat, having those props handy if you're needing to place them underneath the thigh or the knee, making sure that you're comfortable there. Adjusting as you need. Hands can be outside or inside the legs, and we're just going to gently begin to melt forward. Close the eyes. And just begin to look for your first edge where you feel that first little bit of sensation. And then just settling in right there. Allowing the body to slowly soften and open. Noticing the muscles in your head and in your face, see if you can relax them a little more. Let the tongue come down from the roof of your mouth. Relax your jaw. Soften into the neck. And let the shoulders melt down from your ears. Breathe down the arms and into the elbows. Soften your forearms and wrists. Breathe into the hands and all the way to your fingertips, letting go. Take a deep breath into the chest. And let it be heavy, releasing tension there. Soften in through the abdomen. Send the breath to the hips, releasing tension. Soften the glutes. Relax the fronts and the backs of your thighs. Breathe into your knees and relax your calves. Soften into the ankles. Relax the tops, the bottoms of your feet, and breathe in to your toes, letting go. Checking in with the mind, and just noticing if you're here, if you're present. If you've become lost in thought today, not a problem. Invite yourself back into your space. Come back to your intention, your word, or your mantra, or simply just notice the breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Soften here and settle. Last few breaths in this shape. And gently begin to support your way up. Take your time as you reverse up, coming to an upright position. Hands come to the outsides of the knees. Guide the knees back together. A little bit of movement if it feels good. Finding stillness if that's what you need. We're going to move next into half butterfly. So extend the left leg out. And bend up the right knee so the sole of the foot is touching the inner left thigh. Again, you can place a block underneath the right knee if you need the support. You can choose to center yourself over your left knee. If it feels better, you can walk yourself out in front. And again, just noticing what feels right to you today. Adjusting as you need. So whether you're centered over the leg or facing forward, same thing, we're just gonna melt forward. And again, just looking for your first edge. Trying out both variations and just choosing what feels right to you today. Close the eyes and connect to your breath. Begin to just melt forward. Again, looking for your edge where you just feel a little bit of sensation, and breathe. And again, just noticing the muscles in your head and in your face, seeing if you can allow them to soften more. Notice the jaw letting go there, releasing through the neck and the shoulders. Softening down the arms and elbows, breathing into forearms and wrists. Softening through the hands and sending the breath to the fingertips. Nice deep breath into the chest, letting go and just melting forward. Releasing through the abdomen. Breathe into the hips and soften the glutes. Soften down the fronts and backs of your thighs and breathe into your knees. Soften the calves, the ankles, the tops, the bottoms of your feet. Breathe into your toes and just melt here a little bit more and more. Noticing your body, noticing your breath, and just melting with the exhale. Last few breaths in this shape. See if you can let go a little more. Slowly, gently, again, reverse your way up. Take your time. Move slowly, deliberately. When you're fully upright, switching up the legs. Bending up the left leg, extending the right. And again, bringing the sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh. Making any adjustments that you need. And again, choosing if you're gonna melt straight forward or if you're gonna center yourself over your right leg. Finding what feels good to your body. Settling in. Close the eyes and just start to melt forward. Having tried both variations, notice what it is that you need. Close the eyes and breathe. Settling into your edge, noticing that nice, gentle sensation. Never forcing, just allowing the body to open in its own time, in its own way. And again, circle back and notice the muscles in your head and in your face. Softening, releasing tension from the jaw. Letting go through the neck and the shoulders. Breathing down the arms and the elbows. Softening forearms, wrists, and hands, sending the breath into the fingertips, just letting go. Breathing into the chest and allowing it to be heavy. Release through the abdomen. Soften into the hips. Relax your glutes. And breathe down the fronts and the backs of your thighs. Soften into the knees. Breathe down the calves and into the ankles. Relax the tops and the bottoms of your feet right to your toes. Melting a little more and more. Calm breath in, calm breath out through the nose. Last few breaths on this side. See, you can let go of a little more tension and melt a little deeper here. Slowly reverse your way up. Take your time sitting up, right, releasing the legs, and taking a little movement if you like, being in stillness if that's what you need. And we're gonna move next into dragonfly. So dragonfly, the legs are open as wide as is comfortable for you. So right here, not forcing, finding a comfortable position. Making sure the legs are relaxed. You're gonna walk the hands forward and we're just gonna look for that first edge once again. If the ground seems really far away from you, you can bring a block or two up to prop underneath the arms. Looking for your edge, close the eyes and just gently melt forward. Again, just looking for that little bit of gentle sensation. Settling there, and breathe. Settling into your first edge, really important in this one. Tension in the low body. The glutes are soft. The thighs front and back are relaxed. Knees soft, no tension in the calves, ankles, or into the feet. Allow the upper body to be heavy and soft, just rounding forward and gently opening here. Noticing the mind, coming back to your intention, your word or your mantra. Noticing the breath and just letting everything else melt away. Soften and settle. Last few breaths in this shape. And slowly, gently begin to reverse your way up. Taking your time and just noticing how you feel. We're going to come into a little bit of a counter stretch. So you're gonna extend the legs out long, hands behind you, fingertips face away. Lift the chest, just drop the head back and just open into the front side of the body. Couple breaths here. We're gonna make our way on to our backs. For our next few postures, having your block handy, lying down on your back and just taking a few breaths here and noticing how you feel. We're gonna move next into reclined bridge. So bending up the knees, bringing the heels nice and close. Gonna lift the hips high, slide your block or equivalent right underneath the medius part of your seat. If it's too high and too intense here, you can drop the block or the equivalent down a little bit lower, but just finding where it's comfortable for you. I'd like you to roll your shoulders down and back so we get a little bit of chest opening, palms face up, and slowly walk the heels away from you, just noticing where you feel a little bit more. If it's too intense at any point, bending up the knees and finding what's comfortable for you. Settling in, close the eyes, and just surrender here. A little bit of a supported back bend, calm breath, and let go. Settle into stillness and notice the rhythm of your breath. Notice where you experience sensation here. Doing your very best to let go of tension and resistance. Calm breath in through the nose. Calm breath out through the nose. Gently opening into the body. Last few breaths here. And gently bend the knees up and walk the feet back closer in towards you. Pressing in through the soles of the feet, lift the hips. Sliding the block from underneath you, keep the hips high. And slowly, slowly, slowly release the hips down to the ground. Hugging your knees into your chest here if you need. A little rock side to side might feel good. You're certainly welcome to extend the legs long if that's what you need. Honoring your body. We're gonna move next into happy baby, so bending up the knees, hanging onto the big toe with first, second finger, grabbing onto the outside edges of the feet, or simply hanging on to the backs of the calves. We're gonna open the knees wide, tuck the chin into the chest to lengthen the back of the neck, and just begin by rocking side to side a couple of times. Giving the low spine nice gentle massage, and settling into stillness. Close the eyes, tuck the chin, and find your edge. Breathe. Settling into your edge. And again, using a little bit of hand and arm strength, but doing your best to notice where you're holding on, where you could be letting go. Softening into the shape. And if at any point happy baby feels like a bit too much and is not feeling happy, you can bring soles of the feet in together or hug knees into the chest. Take a little break. And just come back in when you're ready. Last few breaths here. And slowly release. Bring these into the chest. You can rock side to side a couple times. And we'll move next into reclined twist. So knees stay bent. Bring the knees over and down to the right. Tuck right hip under. Doing your best here to stack your hips and your knees. You're gonna open through the upper body. Check that arms, elbows, shoulders on the floor. Adjust as you need to. Gently look over left shoulder. Close down the eyes and breathe. Neutralizing the spine. Just settling in. Just soften and settle. Last few breaths here. And gently make your way back to center. And hug your knees into your chest again if you like, little rock side to side if it feels good. And then gently bring the knees down into the left, tucking the left hip under this time, doing your best, stacking hips and knees, adjusting as you need, shoulders and elbows onto the floor. Settling in and just look over right shoulder, close down the eyes, calm breath. Settling in, allowing yourself to let go. Calm breath in, calm breath out. Last few breaths here. And slowly make your way back to center. You can hug your knees into your chest one last time if you like, and rock side to side. Take any last movements that you need before settling in to final Savasana, your final resting pose. Find a comfortable position for your body. Close down the eyes and just settle in. Allow yourself to completely relax. Feel supported by the floor. Calm breath right from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. Relax. With each breath, breathing into your entire body and soften a little more and more. Feel heavy into the floor. Completely relax. And slowly start to bring movement into the fingers and toes. Bring a little movement back into the body. And with the eyes closed, gently make your way to a seated position. Nice long spine. And just check in with how you feel. Bring your hands to heart center if that feels good to you. Coming back to your intention, your word or your mantra if you chose one. Sealing in your practice, all that goodness. And slowly open the eyes, coming back to present. Thank you for taking time today to slow down, take care of yourselves, and do some yoga with me. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.